I have a lot of D&D books. A lot.
I just have a lot of books in general.
Well, last
Good for
week we ended the session in the Dungeon of the Dead 3. Currently, you guys are all in the bowels of a limestone set of little catacombs underneath the steaming nymph bathhouse, which is in the upper city of Baldur's Gate. When we ended last week, you had just had a confrontation with a couple of Bananites, two burly cultists who you managed to take down, and you are in front of a small altar. There's a sort of suit of plate mail armor on a mannequin bust in one corner of the room, and a noble, well, just a man hanging from a set of manacles. I believe, Dolos, you recognize this as a nobleman by the name of
Yes,
Killen.
Jahazo.
Yeah, who is just a member of one of the noble families of the upper city. I guess the only thing do any of you have the identify spell?
Oh, I do.
I guess the only thing, if you wanted to do before we begin, is that spear is magical. So if anybody wanted to attempt to identify it, they can do so. The spear that one of the two cultists was carrying.
I can go ahead and cast that then.
The spear that the weapon that the person was wielding is it was a long spear-like weapon. It has a big black, pretty hefty wooden shaft, and on either end, on one end there's it's kind of like a pendulum. So on one end there's a big iron fist, kind of like the symbol of Bane, closed fist, and the other end is this kind of curved blade that's kind of like a spear, but could also be used to kind of hook or slash with. Sylvie, you cast Identify on the weapon, and what this weapon can do is that on a natural 20, it will cast Toll the Dead without a saving throw. It can also be used as a bludgeoning or a piercing weapon, and it has a 10-foot reach. However, it is not like a +1 or anything. It's just it is a magical spear that can do something on a natural 20. And it is called Spirit Collar. I did not... I'll create a little item card for it in the future, but that's what you identify when you cast Identify on the weapon.
Awesome.
The man hanging from the manacles is unconscious on the other side of the altar there, and just as you guys finish the battle, one of the gauntlets that one of the two Bananites has called in to assist with his commands kind of topples off of the limestone steps and plops into the water below you. Why don't you all... Everyone can also make a perception check as well, if they'd like to.
Take the first one. My mouse is being weird.
Oh, almost hit performance.
My virtual dice never likes me.
Somewhere off in the distance, Krayley and Tanuak, the two of you can hear chanting. It is low, kind of almost, but it's rhythmic, like a spell is being cast or something, a ritual maybe being performed, something of that nature.
Does it feel like the sound is getting louder, quieter, or just consistent?
Consistent. Somewhere off to the south of you. Otherwise, you are all now free to act as you will.
Do we want to wake this guy up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just kind of tap him on the face?
He is unconscious. Unless he receives some form of magical healing, he will be unconscious for the next hour. You could almost just leave him there and come back later. Or if you want to use something to try and heal him to wake him up, you could do so.
This is gonna sound totally selfish, but I think I'm in need of more healing. So I'm gonna use my potion of healing.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2 is what you can roll for that.
Okay. So 2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
So you heal for 7, drinking your healing potion.
Do y'all hear that chanting?
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, me neither.
I hear it. You're not crazy.
Thank you.
Oh.
Starting to doubt myself.
Lead the way.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like southish of us, but did we come to a consensus on unconscious man?
Oh, I thought we were going to just leave him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's kind of a useless noble, so he won't really do too much.
But we'll come back for him, right?
Sure.
I believe you.
Let me
Of
see if I
course.
can.
I'm always gonna trust.
Let me see if I could tell you anything real quick about the Jassos. You would know, Dolos, that the Jasso patriarch family is part owner of a trading company that operates throughout the Western Heartlands. So kind of in the north of Baldur's Gate, a bit northwest of Baldur's Gate are the Western Heartlands.
Mm. Well, I mean, he is part of the family that is part owner of a trading company, so that they kind of act in the northern western of Baldur's Gate. So if they wanted him, it would probably be for standing in that place. But I don't know. These people seem a bit more sadistic than that.
I say, regardless, we should come back for him, given the chance.
Sure.
I believe you again.
Mm-hmm. Can I check his pockets?
He's the only thing he's really wearing is a filthy loincloth.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Would you not want to see that?
I think the one maybe compassionate thing you could do for him if you wanted to was get him off of the hook that he's hanging from with the shackles and lay him on the altar or something.
Let's get him off this altar at least.
Yeah. I think maybe Bernard does. He goes over and he kind of sheathes his weapon again, and he kind of puts one arm around his waist and lifts him gently off the hook and lays him on the stone table there.
Good job, Mitchell.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you.
Yes,
He he like spreads one of his eyelids open. He looks down. He says, "Yeah, he's going to be out for a while."
All right. Do we want to go towards that chanting?
Lead the
I
way.
think we should.
I'll follow you, Crawley, Bunny, whatever you prefer.
All right. Crayley works.
Okay, Bunny.
I'm gonna bite my lip.
You still have a light source, Crayley?
I don't remember. I actually don't think I do.
Oh, you know
He
what?
left his torch back on the other altar.
Let me actually Google something
Oh,
really
yeah.
quick too.
Oh,
If they have
I
dark
forgot
vision,
about that.
I like. Oh, I get a little lost and confused. And I
Okay, I'll just drag you around.
All right, just let me Google something real quick.
of course.
Crayley set off a giant trap. That's what I think happened.
Mm.
I should have led.
No.
Well, that's why we're in the back, Sylvie, so we don't get the brunt of the damage.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I am still pretty jacked up.
Me too. So, guys, do you have a favorite pastry?
That's a very random question to ask.
There was a bakery outside when we were first coming to the spa, and I've been craving like a blueberry muffin. I was thinking maybe after all this is over, we should go get something.
You're inviting us for a snack?
Call it a business meeting, but sure.
But you don't.
Okay.
But you don't even eat. Referring back to when we were back
Oh,
at the
yeah.
barracks and he didn't eat anything.
That's
Well, who said I'm
true.
gonna be eating there?
Guess it was a wild assumption.
If you want, we could eat back at the barracks. Maybe after we leave this place, I'll find myself a bit more trusting towards you guys.
Okay. Same here.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but if we pass a blueberry muffin stand, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah.
You'll get a
Blueberries
carrot
are such a
muffin and you'll like
delicious
it.
snack.
Let's just be clear, if we find one in here, like in the sewers, it's probably poisonous, so we should not eat it.
Well, realistically, I don't think this is technically the sewers. It's more like a
This is the sewers.
catacomb.
This is
Yeah,
a disgusting place to be.
The sewers
look
aren't supposed
dirty.
to be big ass tunnels that you walk through. At
It's
least not-
Baldur's Gate. You're a foreigner. You don't understand.
Only in the movies are the sewers those big ass tunnels that you can walk through, or run around in Resident Evil, fight monsters. And
You can make an intelligence check.
I turned to Crayley and I'm like, "What's a movie?"
Yeah, is that a foreigner thing?
I don't know. Some type of stage thing?
Maybe.
Like a play?
okay, I will do a meta intelligence check.
Yeah. It is
Meta knowledgeable.
You do recognize this Tanwak to be much more like something like a catacomb, an old catacomb than a sewer system.
A flooded catacomb.
A flooded catacomb, to be sure, yes. Also, as you guys get closer to that door to the south of you, the rhythmic chanting does grow louder.
The Unga Bunga is strong here.
Mm-hmm.
What does it sound like? Like, I guess you're saying like what language against what I just made.
Oh, I
That's
like
not
my
creepy at all.
I like my Michael Jackson interpretation better.
Does anybody understand that?
Maybe.
If anybody can speak infernal, that is
Yes.
I could do that.
that is what
I
is
can do it too.
that is
Okay.
what it is being chanted in. And if you understand infernal, now that you get closer, you can sort of hear being repeated over. I call the spirits to rise this corpse. I call the spirits to rise this corpse. I call the spirits to rise this corpse.
We got a resurrection on our hands. This is not good.
Has anybody dealt with this kind of stuff before?
Not necessarily, but from what it sounds like they're trying to resurrect someone.
I mean, we got cultists of the Dead 3 here, so whatever they're trying to resurrect is not good.
No. Plus, I just don't think that works well in general.
Well, it depends. I mean, some clerics are powerful enough to make it work.
That's true. Though
I'm
I
just
haven't
gonna-
met one who hasn't done a fair job of resurrection.
Oh, me too.
We're just
Bernard,
gonna get.
can you go knock on the door?
Yes, I was literally about to say that. Say, we're gonna send NPC Bernard to go break down the door, like FBI.
Bernard walks through the door for you all. He pushes it open with his glaive, and you hear him say in Infernal, "Stop your chanting now." And the rest of you can follow him if you like.
Can you unlock the next room?
Oh, right. I forgot that. I forgot we were on the. Yeah. I forgot we were on the dynamic layer. This one's hard to grab. There we go.
Do you know what Bernard said?
He wanted them to stop chanting.
Yeah, he told them to stop.
I think we should still whisper.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a smart idea.
As you guys approach, you see Bernard is taking a few steps into the room, and what you see is a partially collapsed room with 3 wooden beams still bracing the ceiling above. You can see situated between the beams is a scorched wooden table, and resting on top of it there is a cadaver, an old corpse. You see a frighteningly thin woman in a black robe that is studying the corpse. She was kind of looking up at the ceiling, her face kind of hidden under a cowl, and you can see skulking around her feet is a little swarm of skeletal rats. As Bernard enters and you all kind of follow in behind, she snaps her head down. And she says, her eyes kind of pop open, and you can see they're filmed over white, and she pulls her hood back and gives kind of a crooked grin as she tilts her head, and she says, "I wasn't expecting any interruptions, but that's fine. More bodies the better."
That's what I'm saying.
I slink into the shadows and hide behind here.
Okay.
Stealthy.
Make a stealth check. If nobody has any light sources, this room that are all entering in is pitch black. So she's doing this ritual just in the darkness, complete darkness.
Do I see a torch or candle anywhere in my view?
Make a perception check.
Is it an action to light a torch if you have one?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I guess I would.
We aren't in combat yet, so you could.
Oh shit! I just noticed Sylvie got a natural 20 on still.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's why she's
damn.
so quiet. Where did she
You're just
go?
walking upside down on the ceiling.
Is your token still emitting light, Krayley?
Yeah, I will use a torch right now. Yes.
Okay.
One of my torches to light it.
You hear her, you see her kind of shield her eyes against the brightness of the flickering torch as you strike it, and flickers, casting little shadows of the rats scurrying about the room. You can see that they're completely devoid of flesh, and they are just sort of white bone little creatures scampering all about her feet. She kind of looks back up. She pulls her cowl back down over her eyes. She says, "You should extinguish that light. It's making me angry."
No, she's the Hulk.
And
I'd like to keep it lit, please.
While it is lit,
she
am I able
begins.
to tell?
Go ahead.
Like, is she a cultist of like Baal, Bane, Merkel? Am I able to like distinguish that at all from any of her clothing?
You can tell that she's a cultist of Merkel. You see that she's got one of those skulls resting on the corner, like you looted from one of the others. Blue flame flickering in its empty eyes, resting on the table beside the body. You see she reaches for it and pulls it up with the chain, and she begins to chant in preparation to cast a spell. Why don't you all select your tokens and roll initiative?
Oh, roll off between Dolos and Sylvie.
I wasted my good roll on my still.
Okay, she still doesn't know you're there.
That's true.
That's very true.
True.
So you see the bundle of bony rats all kind of turn in unison, and they rush out from under the scorched wooden table toward Bernard. And they will try to claw away at his legs and kneecaps.
Not his kneecaps.
You see them all kind of gnawing on his boots and trying to climb up his legs and bite his calves and shins, and he's kind of kicking them around. Sylvie, you're up.
Okay, can I do one of those shoot and duck again behind the wall right here?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say because you are most certainly hidden, that your attack will have advantage as well.
Ooh, so sneak attack?
Yep, sneak attack. You'll get your sneak attack.
Okay. I'm gonna do weird lady right here.
Oh, the weird lady. So this one. Oh, actually, let me start practicing this as well.
That one. There you go.
So the one with the little skull and crossbones, that's the corpse that's trying to rise.
Oh, okay.
So the one with the marker here is the woman that was speaking in the robes. And then we have the skeletal rats here. And I will start marking them
for the
with
lady.
numbers. So I don't know. Can you see those, Krayley, better?
Yep.
Cool.
Much clearer, thank you.
Yeah. It's all red, in case you were wondering. Yeah.
I appreciate the numbers.
Yep. And because you have advantage, you can make the attack a second time. So just in case you, roll a natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, advantage.
Okay.
You roll twice. Yeah. 9, 10, 11. So you fire a shot. You kind of poke out of the corner. A flash of an arrow zings past your companions, striking for 11 total damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Dolos?
Yolo's not wanting to get hurt again and very concerned that he might. He's gonna go back here, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time is going to shape change to look like one of those dead cultists of Merkel that we fought earlier.
Do we all see this?
That's gonna be a great question.
You're trying to use your innate racial ability and not your mask?
Yes. No, I think I ran out of charges.
As you... this transformation for you is like second nature. Quite often, all you have to do is feel the emotion of shifting into something, and it almost happens on its own. This time you begin to attempt to shift your shape, and you have the image of one of the cultists very clearly in your mind. But all you feel is a sharp pain that burns through your veins. I don't know if any part of your skin is exposed. Are you wearing gloves and everything?
No, he's not wearing gloves. I think his hands would be exposed. His hands and his wrists.
Anyone who might have... I think Sylvie, across from you, you notice Dolos take a step back, and then he his body kind of momentarily spasms, kind of involuntarily, and you see the vasculature in his wrists and his hands turn kind of a dark bluish color and swell. And you don't transform.
I think Dolos, being as shocked as he is just gonna stay there, not do anything else, and just process that.
Okay.
Oh, now he's depressed.
Oh, depressed order.
Okay. Alanis holds up her hand, and 3 rays of red, fiery energy streak out, kind of momentarily flaring light in the dark room. You kind of see her gaunt features illuminated in this maddening, twisted look on her face as she casts a scorching ray. I think she's going to shoot 2 rays at Bernard, which both go kind of streaking past, going right over his shoulder, and then she kind of turns and tries to shoot past him at you, Krayley, for 1 ray as well, and that ray also just kind of leaves a little scorch mark on the white limestone floor at your feet.
Okay.
Krayley, you're up.
Oh fuck. Would you say in the 5 feet in front of me that there would be maybe a loose part of that limestone floor where I could try to jam the torch into the ground to keep it upright and lit? Or
Yeah, actually, parts of this room have kind of collapsed a little bit. The ceiling you can even see is kind of shaky. So there's like some rubble and things on the floor. You could set the lantern down in a way that it like wouldn't extinguish, leaving light cast around.
Okay.
Let me see. Actually, I think I can. Let me try this because we're on the dynamic map.
Okay. Oh, cool. Yes. Well, I would like to slam that down and then switch to my bow. Would you consider that an action, though, to go ahead and interact with object, right? Or
Object interaction. You can still shoot.
I can still shoot. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then I will go ahead and shoot, I guess, at the rats that are attacking Bernard with an arrow.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You draw your bow and you fire it, and they're all kind of swarming around. You hit one of them, and it goes like flying and shatters, against one of the pillars, still supporting what's left of the ceiling in the room.
That'll be my turn.
Tanawak, you're up.
Well, I'm all out of spell slots. And so I will pull out my club and I will patiently wait behind Krayley. Just look over his shoulder like,
Can Tanawak use a spear, or would he not be interested in such a vile weapon?
I mean, I can use a spear, but I'm not the one who has it.
Well, somebody could have taken it because, Sylvie would have told everyone what it does. I think Bernard would have been particularly attached to his weapon. I think it has a sentimental value. But if you don't want to use it, that's fine.
I can use it. I would just need to get the.
This particular magical object item does not require attunement, so it can just be wielded by anyone.
No, I mean, I would just need to get the stats for it.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. I dropped, wait, hold on. I dropped a spear in your character sheet. You can change the damage. It can only actually be wielded two-handed. So you can remove the one-handed attack, and you can change the two-handed damage to a D10. And then then you can just make attacks with it. Actually, let's see. Let's just do it. I got it for you. 1d10. Does use strength as its modifier, and
oh, that's my dump stat.
because it's it's kind of a heftier weapon. It's a particular
the
type
long
of
spear, right?
Yeah. And then if you roll a natural 20 with it, you can cast Toll the Dead, and it has no saving throw.
Nice. I have reach, so now if somebody gets within front of Krayley, I will just hit him.
Okay. Then the rats are going to continue their biting of Bernard.
Our meat shield.
And they actually do manage to find a little bit of flesh to chomp into. Sylvie, you're up again.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. Do I have to roll to keep my stealth?
You can use your cunning action to try and hide again, because now that you've shot them with a weapon, they're kind of aware of your presence.
Okay. Sounds good. So do roll stealth again?
Yes, James, no problem. Roll stealth again, yes.
Okay.
Let me... That is better than their passive perception. So you are... you have advantage on your attack again, yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Eight more damage as another one of your arrows flitters into her black robes. And anything else you'd like to do?
I see that Tanawak is kind of hiding behind Krayley, so I play a little on my pan flute and give him one of my bardic inspirations.
Okay, sounds good. A little bardic courage. Delos?
After Dolla's freaking out for a while.
6 seconds to be precise.
Yes, after having a mental breakdown for 6 seconds. Realize she has to come back out. He thinks his best option is to just try and see if maybe casting minor illusion behind the creature, the follower, and just make it sound like Bernard saying random crap. Sort of like to get her attention away from us.
Yeah, let me make an intelligence saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, holy shit. She's got some high intelligence.
Which makes sense.
She seems to be quite aware of her surroundings at the moment, seeing as there's one way in and one way out of this room. She does not seem to lose her focus. And in fact, your attempt at trickery only angers her further. And fortunately, I need you all to make...
Oh no.
Let me just measure it. I do not want to be inaccurate with... devastation, I suppose.
Oh no.
I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, but I have... I'm proficient in dex. Oh no, Krayley.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I better make one for Bernard as well, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I gotta make one for Tanwak as well. He's AFK for the moment. Dex save. Who got... Oh yeah, Tanwak got Bardic Inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make one for him too. Ooh. Okay. Krayley.
Can I use my reaction
Yeah.
to use my racial ability of Lucky Footwork to
Uh,
add a 1d4?
Oh, sure.
Try-
1, 2, 3, 4. Even if you roll a 4, it won't be enough.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
No.
There's a mote of red light that shoots out of the palm of her hand after some infernal incantation. You see this just look of glee in her eyes. You can almost kind of in the whites see the little ball reflection of the ball of magic as it streaks out, and then there's a flash and heat explodes all around you. Krayley, you take 19 fire damage.
My God.
Everyone else takes 9.
I got 1 HP.
As a fireball goes off in the middle of all of you, and kind of blackens the limestone walls all around. There's a rumble. The ceiling kind of rumbles above, but more of it manages to not collapse. The remaining pillars still hold what's left of that room. You're down, Sylvie?
Yeah.
Okay. Talonwalk is at 3. And Bernard is at 11. Wait, have I been skipping Bernard?
His turn, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. He makes one attack at the rats, and as he's kind of kicking them off of his feet. Let's see, Flenish just went. Okay, he does have a low, so that was for the first round. He'll make his next one on this round. But for the time being, Krayley, you're up. That was my bad. I forgot I'm playing that guy.
It hurt real fucking bad. I am not feeling well. Is that torch, was that affected at all by her giant fireball?
It's still smoldering, emitting light in the room.
Okay. I will, out of pain, I guess, drop to one knee, but then still try to shoot an arrow at her this time. At number 1. Possible.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was like, wait.
I don't allow it. Hold on, my leg is cramping up. My leg's cramping up.
No.
18 to hit. Yeah, now she's got 3 arrows, and she's bloodied. The arrow strikes her right in the shoulder after she casts her spell. Her arm kind of drops to one side. Tanawak.
Could I use a bonus action to second wind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so roll D10. So here. 2. Okay. Guess I got very lucky. Okay.
Tanawak is going to keep working off the inspiration that they received from you there, Sylvie, and actually move into the room. They're going to kind of have the spear in their hand, looking at the spellcaster as they kind of creep in around Bernard, and you see Tanwalk kind of like turn it to the bludgeoning end, and he kind of swings it across the body, trying to whack her. Let's see if he has Toll the Dead on his... Because of course I rolled natural 20 for him. No, he doesn't, so I'll put that on there too. Toll. Oh, maybe it's not in the compendium. Toll the Dead, I think, is a d12 when they've taken damage. So we'll roll 2d12 because it's a crit. 14, 27. You see Tonwalk kind of shakily bludgeon the person, and this wide arc, the fist, there's just the sickening crack as he swings over the table and the body, and you see her jaw just kind of like partially rip off and go slack, and exposing, like, you know, her tongue kind of rolls out of her mouth all the way, and her eyes just roll back into her head, and she collapses into a just pile of bones and thin flesh, because that's really all she was, on the other side of the table. Nice job, Tonwalk. Bernard swings his weapon. At the rats, and just to see if we can get this over with, he's going to cast a smite as well.
Mm-hmm.
And all at once, like, he kind of swings his glaive down, and he splits one of the rats in two, and the limestone kind of spiders out in little cracks as he slams his weapon into the ground, and as the rats try to scatter away from the blade, little fingers of divine light chase them and start, like, evaporating them one by one by their little bones. And they're gone as well. Sylvie, make a death save for me.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You like find yourself for the second time on the floor of this catacomb. You're like, little birdies are spinning around your head. You feeling a bit charred. You can still feel like the warmth of the fireball kind of on your flesh, and you wake up with 1 HP. And that's the combat.
I look over and go, what did I miss?
You probably recognize this follower Dolos of Merkel as what they would call within their ranks a Master of Souls. And if there are any more of the followers of Merkel left around in here, this person was probably in command of them.
I think Dolos just crawls over to them and lose their body.
Gonna
Deathly injured still wants money.
Tonwalk, you rolled a natural 20 on your first swing of the spear, so congratulations.
Oh yes, I heard. I had my headset on.
Okay.
I couldn't talk. So why can't I do anything like that when I'm playing?
I know. I hate that kind of stuff.
But I will do also while Dolos loots and scoots. I'm gonna medicine check Sylvie. Even though she's stable, but
yeah, she comes around the corner. She's like everyone else, a bit singed, but conscious. Sylvie, since you have been down for the second time in this little dungeon crawl, you do acquire 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
And then you are checking the bodies.
Yeah, I think Delos just like crawls over there. His mask is slipping a bit as he just tries to find what's in this body.
Roll a investigation check for me.
Okay.
You find hanging from her waistline inside of her robes a black leather book. Has a tiny skull-shaped locking mechanism.
He takes it.
And aside from her flail, that was also hanging inside of her robes there. The only thing that's left is her spellcasting focus, which is one of those wax skulls on a chain with little blue flames flickering in its eyes.
Yeah, Delos doesn't need another one of those. I think I'll just grab the book and then just get up and go towards the rest of the group.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Seeing that the one torch is kind of embers now, Krayley will shoulder his bow and light another torch.
Okay.
So hold it up. And I like catch my breath. Is everybody okay?
No.
Better.
Oh, shit.
You're fine, okay.
Healthy and happy?
Better.
Bernard says, now that this wild thing is dead, it looks like there's only one way in and out of this room. That was a pretty intense little blaze that she created. Maybe we should all try and just take a few moments to catch our breath here and maybe take a small rest. Get ourselves together. Who knows what lies beyond? There still looks like there's a few doors that need to be gone through. We don't want to be caught off guard.
I think that's the first good idea you've said, Bernard.
So, you can attempt to take a long rest in the catacombs, or not a long rest, but a short rest. You can use your hit dice. I will just roll to see if there is a random encounter, which would be some denizen of the catacombs wandering through circumstantially. But otherwise, you can. Well, let me make the roll first in secret. You guys kind of huddle into the room, and
I'll
Krayley,
offer my water skin if anybody wants.
yeah, Krayley lights another torch and
Reach out my hand.
leans it up against some rubble. You can roll hit dice if you'd like.
I forget, for short rest, it's...
You can roll as many as you have.
2d... Oh.
You should have 2 at level 2.
Oh, whoops, I rolled one.
Do you get another spell slot back, Tanwak, or is that just a once per day feature for your sorcerer?
Oh, I use sorcery points for that. I don't think I regain any sorcery points on short rests.
Okay. Are you out of sorcery points as well?
I only have one because I have the strange odd number for being very truthful.
Does it cost more to get more than one to get a spell slot back with your sorcery points?
Yes, it costs 2 to get a level 1 spell slot back.
Okay.
Okay.
You can all make some perception checks as well.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm gonna start rolling bad again. Oh wait, I think I have disadvantage too.
Oh yeah, exhaustion.
Well, it's not like you can do better than that with this disadvantage.
That's true.
You guys kind of wait for a while, tensely, in the corner of the catacombs. Near the end of the hour, to the north of you, where you fought the two Bay Knights, you hear a bit of splashing in the water and the rattling of chains, and you see the nobleman kind of stumble down through the door. As he sees you all kind of illuminated in the flickering torchlight, he holds his hands up above his eyes. He says, "Did you kill those men back there?"
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe we did.
You're not part of these filthy deeds happening down here.
Did he say?
Why were
Are
you
we?
down here?
He asks if you're he says if you're not are you a part of these filthy deeds that are happening down here?
Sorry, Emily. That's very true.
With my
No.
What if we are?
We're not. We're not.
He says, well, I guess that means that you saved my life then.
Thought that was
Yeah, you kind of owe
awful.
us, Clem.
Wait, how do you know my name?
You don't remember me? Oh, such a sad thing.
He says, I was unconscious when they must have brought me down here. I wouldn't like to spend one more second longer than I have to. Could you show me the way out?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
'Cause we
didn't
probably
we
need to
lock the hatch?
Rest.
Huh?
Or did we decide not to do that? Like the hatch we went down, didn't we lock it? Or did we decide not to do that?
Well, they would have to unlock it from the other side.
It's true.
You guys,
We said they could or what they should, but
Bernard
That's
Bern-
up to you.
Bernard says he says I'll take him back quickly. You guys finish the rest here. And Clem says before he leaves, he says, "Wait, come. visit my family at our estates, and I will repay this debt from my life. I couldn't bear to leave it hanging over my head.
It would be a pleasure.
Sounds like you said that with a big grin.
And Dolos, I think you would know where his family's estates are in the
Yeah.
upper city. So it's Bernard leads him out of the dungeon, and after about 5 minutes or so, he returns. And you guys manage to make your way through the long rest without any more interference from what might be lurking still here. Did you only want to roll one of your hit dice, Dolos?
I only had one.
Or did you guys have a short rest already in here?
don't
I thought we
think
did.
so. Did we?
Didn't we have a short rest at some point?
Remember we had a long rest a while ago.
Maybe
don't think
we
you-
didn't.
I don't think you guys had a second. Or I don't think you guys had a short rest in here before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
No,
you should
just-
have.
oh.
You should have one more.
I did not realize that. I'm not so badly injured.
Not physically.
And
Yes, not physically.
then Bernard just says, "It looks like there are a couple other doors to the east. If we want to continue."
I'll follow if you
Yeah.
lead.
I'm running out. I see Sylvie running out.
He's not leading the party because I just don't want to be like leading you guys.
No,
you know,
no, yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I check for traps, like as we're like walking.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh boy. See how I do with my exhaustion. Too bad. Could
Yeah.
be worse.
You don't come across any traps. As you guys head through the tunnels, you find that there's a small set of limestone steps at the end of this curved tunnel that lead up, and there's a door that you pass as well in the wall to the south of you, moldy, rotted, half off its hinge. Oh yeah, I gotta remove the... Whoops.
Should we go in?
No, I just grabbed the wrong thing.
I peek inside.
You see an ordinary looking rat. One that's kind of thin, but it has fur. You see its little black eyes kind of look towards you, and then it scurries around the room a bit. Kind of scampers down the hall, out of sight.
Oh. I go in and follow the rat.
You see it like
Following you, Sylvie.
you see it like scampering down, and it comes to like the top of a set of stairs that lead down into more pooling, flooded water, and it's like starts running around in circles, like it doesn't want to go in the water, but it's scared that you're like approaching it, and it kind of like, and then it kind of finally just like gives up and like lays flat on its belly and plays dead.
Are we
I
gonna
think
kill
I
it?
killed it, guys.
Oh, let's leave him be. Let's leave him be.
No, because Dallas has his dagger out ready to kill him.
Oh my God, please no. Oh my gosh.
Tail
Keep
twitches
going.
back and forth every once in a while.
Oh, door.
As soon as Crayley passes, Dolos quickly stabs it.
Okay, yeah. You don't have to roll for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check this door
Oblivious?
for traps.
You don't find any traps, but the door's it's partially flooded. It's kind of hard to push open. You find that beyond is a rubble-strewn tunnel. The width kind of narrows to the north. There are 4 pretty rotted wooden beams in the murky water here, and a pile of rubble coming up out of the water in the corner. To the north of you, the tunnel continues and narrows, getting really kind of thin in places where you almost have to squeeze through the wall,
Oh boy. All right.
Poke my head over
I'm
here
gonna
real
keep
quick.
going.
Yeah. You guys keep going, and what you seem to find is a murky, foul-smelling crypt. There's a single open sarcophagus resting in the middle here, and there's a stone lid that is lying broken in 3 pieces in the water. You can see the corners of it kind of jutting out in places in the water, the lid of the sarcophagus.
What's in the sarcophagus?
In the sarcophagus itself, you see maybe it's the dampness in here or something, but there's just some rotted bones that have kind of turned into a black, sludgy substance.
Does the pieces that were broken from the top, I know they're kind of submerged, but can we see that they say anything, or?
Yeah, you could pull them out of the water.
Just quick glance.
You pull the fragments out of the water. It looks like the lid is carved in the likeness of a screaming, axe-wielding barbarian.
I'm going to check and see if there are any hidden
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
should roll with disadvantage more often. I feel like this is the only time I'm getting good roll.
I will conduct my own investigation.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Sylvie, I didn't mean to show you a...
Sylvie, you don't find any hidden panels or anything in the sarcophagus, but Tanawak, you get just more of a sensation that there's something off about the crypt itself, and you feel just like some bad vibes in here. And for some reason, you don't know, maybe if it's instinct or something more supernatural, but you feel as though whatever's inside of this sarcophagus should just be left alone.
Bad vibes?
Bad vibes.
Not bad. No bad vibes. Bad vibes? No bad vibes. I think we should leave the sarcophagus alone.
I dropped the lid.
You don't have to tell me
Okay,
twice.
Yep, nope.
Come on, Bunny.
Yes, come, Bunny. We can't leave you behind.
You can't see in the dark.
I'll say that under my breath.
You see, we'll call you Bunny as a pet name. Oh, well, that came out wrong.
That
That came out wrong.
Della steps on the rat's dead body as he leaves.
I want to see this dead rat. Can I see what killed it?
Yeah, you can tell that it has been sliced open with a dagger.
And stepped on.
And stepped on. Does anybody want to confess?
What happened? What?
The rat. The defenseless rat who gave up. Who trusted us with their lives.
I think it no.
You guys make your way back out the other way and continue along the passages. You find that you can head up the limestone steps. And when you do, Sylvie, you come into a very dry room. Probably one of the driest rooms you've been through, or if not the driest. But you can see that as you make your way down the hall, you notice another stone altar with humanoid skulls and bones piled all around it. You see in the north part of the room, the ceiling has partially collapsed, and on top of the altar, it is just absolutely covered, the whole surface, with dozens of half-melted candles that are made of black wax, which are all currently unlit.
Is giving me some black magic vibe.
Then, of course, on the other side of the room, the stairs lead down again, and you can all make another perception check if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay.
On the far side of the room, where the steps widen and lead down, you can smell the scent of like rotten eggs. It's heavy and putrid in the air down, like pooling, kind of just pooling down there.
Oh, I think we're back in the sewers.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But it's a different scent than what the rest of the sewers were. There's something different about it. Actually, Krayley, you've been many places to collect, flora, fauna. You've been in little underground caves and things like that before as well, and you recognize this scent as flammable gas. Some kind of natural flammable gas leak is pooling into this room.
Wait, guys.
What?
What?
Do you still have your torch?
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Okay, if it gets closer to the concentration, it'll explode probably, and then we can.
As you guys kind of ignore the altar of candles and you head down into the stenches, as you kind of come around the corner, Krayley, you're like, I've smelt this before. And then you take a few steps into the water. I will say that because you notice the smell in time, you have a moment where you just are able to shout to everyone to dive into the water. And
as a reaction, could I use my cloak of druidcraft to snuff out the fire on his torch? Or is it already too late and combustion's already happening?
No, make a flat dexterity check.
No.
No.
Everyone else. Okay, now everyone make dexterity saving throws. We're gonna say that the DC is like 13.
No,
Okay.
I was too busy trying to save everyone.
I would like to use my reaction of lucky footwork to roll an additional D1d4.
Go for it.
Oh wait,
That one.
earlier didn't I get a bardic inspiration like way earlier, or
Wasn't
did you
that
already use
used?
that? I don't know if that was used or not.
Yeah, I used it on a saving throw for fireball. Or wait. No, you might still have it.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I just roll again and that would be considered advantage?
No, you get a D6.
Oh, okay, and I add it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not gonna matter because if I get 6, it's just gonna be 12. Really, how could you doom us like this?
Oh, Bunny, how could you?
So anyone
This is
who,
fireball.
well, I guess Dolos. I'll roll one for Bernard real quick too. Dolos, you managed to dive into the water.
Oh, thank God.
Everyone else doesn't manage to get fully submerged in time,
I
but
don't submerge at all.
but you still get submerged enough that you can make dexterity saving throws with advantage against the flame as it combusts. So Dolos, no fire damage as you dive into the filthy, pooling water.
It's so disgusting.
So you said make a second round of dex saves, right?
Make a second round of dex saves, because you all still get wet enough to have advantage against the actual explosion.
It would just be a straight check for me, right? Since
Yeah,
I have
correct.
disadvantage.
Good luck,
No.
guys.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no,
no.
everybody. Oh no.
How did I manage to roll another nat one? Sylvie's
me-
just doomed to die.
Let me roll for Bernard.
It was so sad.
What better place to die than in the service of the Death 3? I mean,
Okay, Delos, you take no damage.
Sewers.
Everyone else takes 19 fire damage as the whole room explodes in flames.
I am
Sylvie's
down.
down again.
oh,
Okay. I need everyone to select their tokens and roll initiative.
oh no.
I'll play dead.
Nat 1. Oh my God.
I'm at ones right now.
We need to have DM roll for us every single time we want to make a roll.
Okay, Bernard goes and he pulls the closest person out of the water, which is you, Tanwak, and he's going to attempt to make a medicine check on you just to stabilize you, which will be a DC 10.
Oh, I see he's doing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Yes.
Don't worry, Cradley, you'll get a turn.
If that's how you'd like it, yes.
Really is imagining the afterlife right now.
So he's pulled you out of the water, and he's kind of leaned you up against the wall, and he's as you went down, you kind of ingested a big mouthful of this filthy pool of water that's been festering here in the bowels of these catacombs for who knows how long.
Mosquito water.
He does not manage to make his medicine check. Crayley, make a death save for me.
Cradley, no, don't go towards your mom. Or well, go towards the other mom.
Go towards the other mom.
I'm listening.
Sylvie, go ahead and make a death save for me.
Okay.
Or just telepathically communicating while we're in like limbo.
Is it with disadvantage? Or no?
No, death save. No, I don't know. I won't make exhaustion affect it.
Okay.
Tanawak, make a death saving throw.
Oh,
Oh my god.
where am I? Oh, there's the button. Is it 10 that we have to roll above?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Delos, what would you like to do?
Dolos gets up out of the water, goes thinking he should better save Krayley over Sylvie because Sylvie already almost died twice. She has better chances.
No,
So he'll just drag Krayley like up here.
Not that.
If there's a way to like drag Krayley up like drier land, that's what he'll do. And then there's
Oh no, you're dragging him. That means his head's just gonna be bouncing off the stairs.
and he'll try to just like if he has to do mouth to mouth, he'll get his mask off, but he'll try and do what he can before that.
Should transform into a bunny first. That probably work better.
They've made a death saving fail already, so the DC is 15 now for your medicine check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And you pull Krayley up onto the steps, and you can see like that they're clearly not breathing, and you press down a couple times on their abdomen, and they spit out just a lungful of this dark, disgusting water. And Krayley, you are stable.
Is he unconscious?
Unconscious for the time being.
Okay.
Bernard tries again to stabilize you, Tanwak. Since he's already now focused on... he's starting to panic a bit, and he makes another medicine check. Sylvie, make a death saving throw.
Okay.
No.
Tanawak, make a death saving throw. Dolos, what would you like to do?
Dolos, thinking that Krayley is okay, is gonna go over to Sylvie and more or less do the same thing, but just leave her in the water.
Okay.
Maybe
DC
I'll have
15
some better luck with my death saving throws. I'll be right back again. Give me like 10 minutes.
Nice
Maybe DM's
roll.
magic. Maybe DM's magic will make me alive again.
You reach into the water, and Go ahead.
Would it be possible for Dolos to as he's like doing these chest compressions to also like cast message on her
yeah, what would you like to say?
and just say like, you know my secret, I will keep you alive, but this stays between us. You help me.
Do they know your secret?
They saw some weird shit, so
Oh,
they're
okay.
gonna-
I gotcha.
that's about, yeah.
I gotcha. Sylvie, you hear this faraway voice in your mind, and it's the voice of Dolos making this request of you, and then you shoot up out of the water and spit out a big lung full of liquid, and come to again. You feel just the hefty weight of being really batted around in here in the dungeons, and you take another level of exhaustion.
Okay.
You are the voice in Dolos is the voice of Dolos in your mind, though, does bring you to consciousness just with exhaustion, but you are conscious.
Okay.
Bernard reaches into his tunic and pulls out the healing potion he was given by the woman above in the bathhouse, and he, in these last grasping moments of hoping that Tanwak is still of this mortal realm, gives him his healing potion that he had held on to. And Tanwak heals for 5. Also spitting out a lung full of water. The egg-like smell in the air is totally gone. And Krayley is still unconscious.
Can Delos come over to Krayley and slap him? And see if that wakes him up?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Athletics? Oh no.
You still have a bit of adrenaline running through your body as you manage to stabilize these two, and make a Constitution saving throw, Krayley.
All right.
You feel this like stinging pain on your cheek, and your eyes pop open, and you see Dolos. There's his mask kind of hovering over you, creepily looking down.
You owe me, bunny.
I like crawl back up. I'm assuming it's dark as shit now, though, because the torch went out.
Yes, it's dark again. But if you lit another one, you don't feel that there would be danger of another explosion.
I will not light another one just yet. I need a moment.
Good idea. Can you stand up, Krayley?
Yes. Oh my god, is everybody okay? What? Oh my gosh.
Barely.
Somehow.
Tanwak? Bernard? Oh my god, they died.
Oh, look behind you, you fool.
I think Tanwak is AFK again for the moment. Bernard says, fuck this place.
Yeah.
He does say... No, go ahead, Sylvie.
Oh, okay. She's gonna cast Cure Wounds on herself again.
Okay. You gotta be kind of out of spells, huh?
Yeah, that was my last one.
Last one?
Yeah.
Let's see. This is actually a good... We're at 7:30. Why don't we, after that round of death saves, you guys are all conscious again. You kind of take a few steps back up into the altar room and to kind of regain your composures. And, you see again the altar covered in these melted to various degrees, black candles resting atop of it around the pile of bones and skulls. And as you make your way back up there to kind of just gather yourselves a bit, this is a good place to take a mid-session break.